I always say, I wish I can change some things in the Torah and make some discounts. I wish I can make the punishment less. I wish all my lecture will be how beautiful everything is, no punishment, do whatever you want, just kiss the mezuzah, once a year put tefillin, give $5 a year tzedakah, life is great, no one will be sick. It's not, who am I? I have permission to change one word of the Torah. Should know these things. Remember what I say. You'll see in the end who was right. Every speaker, every teacher, everyone who has influence on public, Jews and non-Jews, who teach the Torah in a softer way, the way it is, or modify, or skip things, or turn it to the other side. It's negative, but he present it as positive. Or he come and say, in this generation, that's not what Hashem is going to do. We don't know it. We don't know. Hashem said the Torah is until the end of time. Hashem wrote all these curses in the Torah. Hashem knew it's going to be a failure generation and lots of losers like us. He knew it when he gave the Torah. He knew all the future. He knew it's going to be people like us who hardly knows how to read. And their brain is blocked from all the nonsense that we are busy with. He knew it's going to be so many desires and temptations and internet and Facebook and naked women and lots of movies and all kinds of cars and materialism and drugs and all the horrible cancer in our society. Of course he knew it. If there's anything he did not want anybody to know in the future, he hid it in Kabbalah. Only specific people were able to know it, such as what's happening in hell. Description of what happening in the 7 different places of hell. He didn't write it in the Torah. Why? He knew the losers will kill themselves when they read it. I made a lecture about it. I never dared to put it on my website. I only did it to a bunch of guys who were after me for months to teach them that. I never put it. We never made it on a CD to give out. We only give it to one, like in a black market, only to people in a very high level that can tolerate it. Most people, children, women, teenagers, and people with weak characters, when they read what's happening to the wicked people who did not keep Shabbat and the mitzvot in hell, in Gehenom, they'll jump out of their terrace from frustration. That's not what Hashem wanted, so he did not write it in the Torah. But everything else that he wrote in the Torah, no one has permission to say doesn't apply today. That's what the Reform did 200 years ago. I say, this about tzitzit doesn't apply anymore. 200 years later, there are more goyim than the Germans, than the Arabs, than any other nation. There are more goyim than them. What the goyim don't dare to do, because they read it in the Torah even though they're allowed. Some goyim don't do certain things because Hashem said to the Jews not to do. It's hard to convince them to do it. All the time I see it. I tell them, you're allowed. No, how can I allow it? If God say to you it's bad, that means he doesn't like it. How can I do it? I said, but for you it's allowed. No, it cannot be. If it damaged you as a Jew, for sure it damaged me also. If God doesn't like it, even if he allows me, I'm not going to do it. But the Reforms do everything. Everything. They marry man to man. They marry goyim with Jews, with completely, all day, every day. They eat chametz and Pesach. They don't fast on Yom Kippur. They don't keep the holidays. They violate Shabbat. They do everything, everything. And the worst now, most of their rabbis, it's a joke to even say this word, the criminals, maybe that's a better word, to modify the Torah of God, they now saying in public interviews all over the world they don't believe in the Torah bichlal, that it's from God. Rabbi, imagine a priest come and say, I'm a priest of the Christian church. What makes you a priest? I don't believe in JC. JC never existed. There's no New Testament. These fools wrote it. So why are you a priest?
They're not saying that, right?
Sure they are. Sure, 100%.
What they're saying is that oral Torah.
No. That's most Jews say it, not only them. They now say the written Torah is not from God. That's why they allow, they say gay, it's no problem. They accept them 100%. The Torah say they have to get stoned to death. That's what the Torah say. And they say it's mitzvah to be gay. That's what they say. They say it's mitzvah. It's a good thing to be gay. They encourage people to do it. They accept them. They make them their own rabbis. Women with heels the size of the Twin Towers and miniskirts come with a yarmulke on her curly hair like this with a cigarette and say, Baruchu et Hashem Amvorach. You understand? One time, somebody called me and said, can you speak to the rabbi of my son? I said, okay, what's the name? He gave me a name, Rabbi, I don't remember such, Hollander, Rubinstein, whatever the name was. I'm calling up, I'm telling you. So I see a woman picked up the phone. I say, may I speak to Rabbi, whatever? She says, speaking. I didn't get the point. You know, sometimes you think maybe I'd missed something. I say, are you the Rabbi available or not? She says, speaking.
She's in Brooklyn?
No, she was in, I think, Westchester. School in Westchester. She's the rabbi. You understand? Bottom line, I'll make a deal with you.
Why the woman?
Show me one mitzvah that the Reform Jews keep, I'll give you a prize. One mitzvah from the Torah they don't keep. They don't do it according to the law. They do Brit Milah in a hospital when the baby is born. Yes? I'll tell you, there's one thing they do. One thing. No. They do bar mitzvah to the dogs, yeah. They put kippah and tefillin to the dogs. Google it. See on YouTube. Bar mitzvah to their dogs, they do. Yeah, I'm serious. You're laughing. We should all cry and fall on the floor with a broken heart. That a doctor with Harvard degree make bar mitzvah to his dog and buy him tefillin. But he doesn't say, do you have the cheapest tefillin like all my customers say to me? What? $600? Don't you have something for $350? He just bought a Mercedes for $80,000, $20,000 he put on hubcaps and leather seats and sunroof and special this and special that. And then he said, tefillin? How much? Oh, it's too much, Rabbi. I saw an ad, $350. They don't ask. They buy the most expensive one for the dog. But one thing they do, to the best of my knowledge, maybe I'm wrong, but from the few times I heard, when they buy Sefer Torah, technically, when anyway they don't keep anything and they announce that they don't believe in anything, they should have bought Sefer Torah for $5. You know, like we get to the children, printed on a piece of paper for Simchat Torah, $10, the whole that the little children have, that's what they should buy. What? Anyway, they buy an original Sefer Torah, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. A real Orthodox Torah. Yeah. Why? I don't know why.